Normally, I don't like doing film breakdowns after a loss. I do them, but it sucks because obviously we lost and you're watching the team lose again. But for some reason, I did not hate this film breakdown. Film breakdown. What is up, Finn fans? So yeah, sat back, watched this whole gosh darn game again. I watch it multiple times and I take notes on which plays I want to talk about. I listen to a lot of you guys. I listen to your comments, read, not listen. Read a lot of you guys on Twitter. I'll never call it X. And there's some things you guys wanted me to touch upon, like Tua's pocket presence and Tua crumbling in the pocket because Marcus Spears on ESPN Monday Night Football was like, Tua doesn't do well in the pocket. When pressure gets to him, he's blah, 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 this, and that. And I showed you guys the statistic of Tua when blitzed and under pressure and all that stuff. So I don't know where he's getting that crap from, but I have a few plays of him staying in the pocket, avoiding pressure, because a lot of people don't think he does that. Also, we're going to break down the obvious plays. And the last four plays, we're going to break it down one after the other. Not much of the defense I'm going to show you because they played elite. They played lights out. They shut down the Chiefs. 0 points in the third quarter, 14 points overall. Travis Kelce had 3 catches for 14 yards. Patrick Mahomes didn't break 160 passing yards. I think he had 160, around 160, 180. The Dolphins defense did their job. It was the offense that was the problem, and that's what we're going to talk about. I'll show you a play with the defense that I liked a lot, where the pressure from the defense helped the backfield and kind of got in Patrick Mahomes' head, and he made a stupid read. I noticed that the Kansas City Chiefs kept extra. It's that messed me up. Kept extra blockers in a lot. Mostert, hard to tackle. Things I noticed. And the last thing I'm going to say might rub some people the wrong way. But hey, what are you going to do? I'm not going to change who I am. But Tua was on for a good 85% of this game. It wasn't until that last 4 plays where he was kind of off. Other than that, I'm going to show you the touchdown play to Cedric Wilson. He was throwing dots left and right. He was helping them march up and down the field. A lot of what happened with the offense being anemic was penalties. I looked at a lot of it, and penalties brought back good plays, or drops hurt good plays. Tua didn't really start hurting the team until they put it all on him to win. So we'll break it all down. But let me minimize myself. I'm going to go this way because this way's just better. Got the good old pen tool. I don't know if you could see it. It's hovering around. I'll pop up this. Now you can see it. There he is. What is the first play we're going to talk about, Doug? We're going to talk about the sack. Now, they ran this play, I think, twice, and it really was effective with us, especially down here, this corner right here. He's going to be coming on a delay blitz, so essentially, Teron Armstead here is going to block this man and completely let him get in. When, to me, it kind of seems like he could have blocked and then gave him away and then came around this way to help with that. But this blitz was effective multiple times in this game. I'm going to play for you right now. It's delayed. You see the corner comes on to delay. And it was very effective every time. And like I said, if you watch Teron Armstead, that's where they kind of got him. Right here. Because now you look at it, right, and he should be taking on this blitzer. He should be coming down and blocking him because the rusher that was coming in is going to the inside. It was a stunt. So he should come over and block this guy. He's going to go on the inside, and he should come up and block him. But unfortunately, that's not what happened. Good play by the defense of the Chiefs. Got in, blitzed, sack. And if you see, you got all these red jerseys around him anyway. It's never good when you have offensive linemen standing and you got that. Never good. Never good. So, this play here is a beautiful play. And it's a defensive play, obviously, as you can see here. If you watch this guy right here, he is going to be running a post route. I'm pretty sure it's him. If it's not him, it's the guy over here, but that could be him running the post route. One of these two guys is going to be running the post route. The Dolphin defense does a great job of getting pressure on Patrick Mahomes. He throws the ball to the dump down, or the check down, dump down. What am I talking about? In the running back. He had, I think it's him. I'm going to say it's him. He had him open for a good portion of this play. But the pressure from the Dolphins defense is what forces Patrick Mahomes to read it wrong. Yeah, it was 81. See that? So he throws it down to the running back. Play it again, and I'll show you. Play action. Boom. And in all honesty, I don't know why I didn't throw it. I don't know why I didn't throw it. He's got a clean pocket here. It's not like, well, he's got a rusher right here, but he has him. And he has the safety, a good portion of it, and he's going to run up and he's going to run the post right in front of him. He has him. But he waits and he throws the check down here where the linebacker comes in and makes the play. I don't know why he didn't throw it, but to me, I think that the pressure of the Dolphins defense right there getting in his face forced him to throw a check down. But he very easily could have thrown that post route, and it would have been a big chunk play, and we forced them to punt there because the first drive was a touchdown. Then we go 3 and long because of 2 penalties, back-to-back penalties on our offensive drive. So again, our first drive stalls with penalties. There's a 3rd and long because of a false start penalty, but then there's the offsides, which gave us 3rd and 9, and then it was just a bad play. And then I showed you the delayed sack, and then we force them to punt after, again, he misses the post route. I find that interesting. So here's a play where we're going to see Tua get out of pressure and make a play. Now, it's not a crazy play. It's not like he gets out of pressure. It's not like the Chargers game where he kind of got out of pressure, rolled out to his left and threw a dart, or stepped up and then threw the pass to Patrick Mahomes. But I'm incorporating this because on national TV, Marcus Spears says Tua doesn't do well under pressure and he crumbles. If you look at this play, I disagree. A little play action here, rolls out. He has the defender in his face. He does his good old rollout, keeps his eyes down the field, finds Tyreek Hill open. Tyreek Hill gets 5 yards. Now, in Marcus Spears' eyes, right here, he's going to crumble, fall to the ground, and take a sack and lose us about 10 yards. But no, he keeps the play going, keeps his eyes down the field, finds Tyreek, and gets the first down. You might be asking yourself, Doug, why show that? Why feed into them? Because it's stupid, and I want to show them that they're wrong. This next play just shows Tua Tagovailoa's accuracy. It is just absolutely ridiculous. You're gonna have Tyreek here. He's gonna run an in route, and Tua just puts that thing in between. He's gonna have a defender drop back. He's going to have he's essentially going to have 4 defenders around him, Tyreek. And he puts that ball exactly where it needs to be. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And again, it's one of Tua's elite traits. Little play action pitch. Boom. And I have to show it you the other way, because that way you're like, hey, it's just a pass. It's just an in route and Tua throws it. Good for him. Go get yourself a lollipop. You got to watch it this way. They are blanketing. You can't really see it, but they are blanketing Tyreek. Their whole mindset was Tyreek's not going to beat us. And he technically didn't. He had like 80 yards on the game? But just like where he put that ball. Like, do you see the defenders? Do you see this like cocoon-esque like whoop of defenders? There's a window right here. And Tua threw it in a way that Tyreek can catch it and keep going. That's your window, is right here. He couldn't throw it here. It's too small of a window. Or here. He had to throw it right in this window. Right in the bread basket. And he did it. Great throw. Great throw. This is a third down play. It's another great throw. And it's to Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle right up here at the top of the screen. I think he's going to be running a corner route. And Tua just dots it up. Great catch by Jalen Waddle. Great throw by Tua. But unfortunately, the theme of the first half with this offense, and I love that it's a back shoulder throw. I don't think that was a corner route. I think that was more of a comeback route. But unfortunately, there's a penalty. I will say this, and this is like something that Tua does to protect his guys, but also you got to give credit to Waddle here. Waddle's facing this way. Tua's going to put it at this back shoulder to avoid the defender, which is going to force Waddle to kind of turn his entire body around and make the catch, and he does it. Tua's like, I need to keep it away from that defender, but he does it. And it's a great catch. But unfortunately, like I said, the theme of the first half with the Miami Dolphins is there was a penalty on that third down, which made it a 3rd and long. They were forced to punt. And now this is, we forced them to punt. Again, it's still 7-0 at this point. Is it 7-0? I think it's still 7-0. Yes, it's still 7-0 at this point. And now we get a back-to-back dropsies. This is Tyreek Hill's drop. Now, he's at the bottom of the screen here. And he's going to kind of run. I wonder how, Mike McDaniels draws these up. He kind of runs like a deep post. It's deeper than what I drew. He kind of runs a deep corner route. It's real deep, and then goes in. And Tua, people are critical of Tua because in his in the bad snap where he had to reach over to the right side of his body, the ball kind of hits his fingertips. And a lot of people are like, he should have caught it. It hit him in the hands. He should have caught it. And the same can be said here because to me, this is a good pass. Jammed him. Look at that jam at the line of scrimmage. To me, again, I didn't want to cry about any type of penalties. That's hands to the face. Right there. Face mask. That should be a penalty. Still gets out of it. Still runs his route. Tua sees it. Puts it up there. And I got it at the other angle. And I love that Tua, this is very small, but Tua steps away from the pressure so he can get a full release on his pass. See, just a little scoot over, full release, beautiful ball. You gotta catch that. I know it's out in front of him a little bit, but he's caught harder passes. You gotta catch that. Killed me. And then this last one, I watched this one, and I'm like, were there any other people open? Because essentially you're just going to have Jeff Wilson Jr. here. He's going to kind of just come run out and run one of these routes. I forgot what it's called. We talked about it in a previous film breakdown. But he's going to run one of these routes, and he drops it. But these routes, all of the routes from the receivers are going to kind of push the defense back. So Jeff Wilson kind of gets this whole area open. And the first down marker's at the 50. So he gets this whole area open. He gets one defender here that he needs to beat. And I think if he catches that ball clean, he either runs through him or gets around him to get the first down, because this is third down. You'll see what happens here. Because, again, I watched this. I was like, was there anyone else open? Send a blitz. Was there offsides? No, he was good. So he dumps it off. Because at the point when he throws it, he's got a defender in his face going, because that's what it looks like. But again, Marcus Spears says Tua doesn't do well under pressure. Hey, what do we know? And like I said here, you see they kind of clumped it. So it seems like this play is made for Jeff Wilson to catch it and then run. And he has his one defender to beat, but he drops it. And then on that exact play, there's a penalty, which pushes us even further back. We end up throwing like a screen or something, and we end up punting. So again, I've showed you how many different plays so far on offense where it's either a drop or it's a penalty that has ended the play. Now, we force them to punt. So again, our defense is doing their job. We now force them to punt again. It is still 7-0. And this is first down play. This time I'm just going to play it and then we'll break it down. Little motion here. Fake pitch. And Waddle kind of loses this one. Comment below. I don't know really who to blame on this one, because to me it kind of seems like Waddle kind of just lost where the ball is. And when I show you the other angle, the ball kind of goes like right in between his hands. So he kind of loses it. But I do like the way they do this, because it drags the defense away, right? The primary receiver in this play is Jalen Waddle at the bottom of the screen. And what this motion here does is you see this linebacker's given his back and the whole defense kind of shifts this way. So it takes away from the primary receiver who's running somewhat of a corner route, and gives Tua, this whole area of the field to, drop the ball in there. But again, I'll play it. You let me know, and we'll look at it from another angle. Is this on Tua or Waddle? Because see how he kind of loses it? I think it's a good pass. See how he kind of like loses it? But it is out of his hands. But again, he's kind of running weirdly, trying to look for it. That could have slowed him down. Comment below. This one I'm torn with. See, who do you think this one's on? Because he definitely loses it. You could tell the way he's looking up. He definitely lost it. Who's that one on? Then they score a touchdown on the drive. We punt. And again, they score a touchdown on the drive. Now this is the fumble. And I was very critical of this fumble in the recap. No, in the deeper dive. We're looking at it from this angle, because this angle you kind of get a good idea of what the situation is. And we're going to look at this not too in-depthly, because we're already at about 18 minutes. I don't want to bore you guys with 40 minutes, hour-long film breakdowns. So you got motion here. Quick pass, boom. He has the ball in his hands. Now, from what I saw, and again, I looked at this too many times, it seemed like I have a football. It seemed like he got the ball in his hands, and then he went to bring it in, and the whole time the ball is kind of still moving. He pins it against his stomach for a second, and then it gets knocked out and falls to the ground. That's what it looks like. It looks like it's a boom, 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 drop. I also think that the forward motion stopped. See how it's like a roll down his body type situation? Now, the refs say that it's, at this point, he has it pinned against his body. Right there. Right there. They think he has it pinned against his body, takes 2 steps back, drops the ball. To me, there's no forward progress. and I think the play should be dead. But again, I've heard others where they said, well, he has it and he's kind of still doing something. He's taking steps back. Hey, here nor there. But here's the other aspect of it that I didn't notice. How long is 21 going to get before that play is called dead? 22, 6. Like, how long is he going to get? He was not moving. He went to 22, and then he looked, and he threw it to 6. He had no forward progress either. Can't do anything about it. I know that. But it just bothered me. So, next play. This is a big run. And then it is flagged on second down. It's not this play, sorry. Big run, flag, second down, holding, brings it back, kills the drive. Then the defense forces them to punt. Then we finally start to matriculate. We start to move the ball. We start to make the plays we need to. And here is the play. Grab the mouse. I wanted my pen. We grab, here's the play of the touchdown. Now you have Cedric Wilson Jr. here. He's kind of just going to run a seam route. It doesn't go that way. And you have Tyreek Hill down at the bottom of the screen. He's going to run an in route. Tua looks at Tyreek first. Then he comes over and he looks at Ced and he throws the touchdown. Now, I don't know. I don't remember if I edited in the version of Tua, right? Because the camera is here for this one. Let me draw a camera with a little and a little of this. There. This is a camera on a tripod. The camera's at his back point of view. Cedric Wilson got away with a push. Cedric Wilson got away with an offensive pass interference. That's all I'm going to say. Let's watch. No motion here. We love our motions. Now it's in, this type of pistol. Play action. Boom. Looking over here. Wants Tyreek. Not there. Looks over. Oh, let me try this. Right there. Now, I don't know if I have the other. I don't have the other angle. If you look. Now, it's good by Tua. He has time. He's looking at Tyreek. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, I have Cedric. Safety is now focusing on Tyreek. Let me throw a one-on-one to Cedric right here. You could barely see it. He pushes him in the back. Lucky we didn't get the call, I think, because the ref was standing here and the ref was standing here. So it's like the players were like this and they were looking at their backs. Got away with it. But it's a beautiful pass. Like, absolutely beautiful pass, because what Tua does is he doesn't put the ball here. Because if he puts the ball there, the defender can get his hand back, smack the ball out, do whatever. He puts the ball here. It's a back shoulder throw. And what am I doing here? What am I doing here? What am I doing here? I'm losing it. But he puts it here. He puts it on his back shoulder. So either Cedric is going to turn his body and catch it, or it's going to land incomplete, because this was on, I think, second down. And it's a beautiful pass, and it's a fantastic catch from Cedric. Touchdown. Now we're in it. 21-7. We have a possibility. Now we're in it. This is third down. Now this play ends up being a penalty, because of course it does. And it's a drop from Tyreek Hill. Now Tyreek Hill is going to be running a little bit of an in route. Tua throws it high and behind. Right? Because he has him. He has him open. He knows he has him open. He already threw it high and behind. But again, it's that same situation where, hey, there's the camera. See, I told you guys. It's right here. Here's the camera. That's not the one recording, obviously, because we're recording the camera. What is this, Inception? But it's the same situation like before. No, I'm still going to give that. That's Tua's fault. That's way too high behind. Look at Tyreek, torquing his body to try to make that catch. Yeah, no. You got to throw that better. But anyway, if he made the throw, it wouldn't have mattered, because there was a penalty But then we ended up scoring a rushing touchdown anyway with a beautiful run from Raheem Mostert. So water under the bridge. No harm, no foul. Now it is 21 to 14. We're down by 7. We force them to punt. Now in this play, again, I'm going to show you another situation where Tua has pressure in his face. He stays poised. He makes a throw. Again, it is not a situation where it's a big, huge play like the Chargers game. But again, it's another example of he can do it. And the fact that Marcus Spears said what he said, I don't know what he watches. Fake pitch here, pressure in his face. And he makes a throw. Now, again, in Marcus Spears and other people's minds, he crumbles to the ground here. This guy's covered. There's no one over here. He throws it to his man. Poised in the pocket, even with pressure in his face. Unfortunately, he then gets sacked. There's a penalty, and then we get sacked on our own 45. We end up punting. But the defense, again, steps up and forces the Kansas City Chiefs to punt the ball, and now we're at the situation where the next 4 plays, Raheem Mostert brought us down to their 31 on 2 runs, and for some reason, Mike McDaniel decided I'm going to throw the ball 4 times in this situation. He said something in the press conference yesterday where he was like, oh, I decided to blah, blah, blah. Just say you made a mistake, because you should have at least ran it once or twice here, because Raheem Mostert was hot and then you put him on the bench. Made no sense to me. This is the first down play. Up motion, there's Raheem. Now this is a play. See, and there's where Marcus Spears is like vindicated, right? Because you have a clean pocket, Tua. Now, what I'm wondering is, because right now Tua has Tyreek. Is him getting his hand up deterring him from throwing it to Tyreek? That's a possibility. These guys are all covered. So this makes sense, but I think this was his first throw and where he wanted to go. Did not mean to rhyme, but it happened. So get over it. And I think that's what happened. Because right there, he wanted to throw it. He got his hand up. He says, nope, can't make that throw. Turns around, and he tries to dump it off to Raheem Mostert over here. Pressure in his face. He can't get the ball out to him. Almost an interception. So on that one, it's like, did Tua make the right decision? Because if he tried to throw it to Tyreek, the ball might have gotten batted. To me, I think still try to get it to Tyreek. I think still throw it. He's a lefty. And try to get it to Tyreek. Because Tyreek's going to make some type of play. Worst case scenario, gets bad at the line of scrimmage. Make the throw, Tua. This is the second down play. Very next play. Now they put Savon Ahmed in. Dropping back to pass, looking. Now you can say penalty here. Right here. He's pulling down on his arm. You could say, holding or illegal contact. Pulling the crap out of his arm, and I'm assuming Tua expects him to get off of that. What he should have done is he should have dropped back, looked, and boom, hit Savon Ahmed here. Oh, God. If he hit Savon Ahmed here, he's kind of running into this situation. He's coming over, right? Savon would have took it and ran it upfield. And probably would have got tackled around here. But there's also a possibility he could have broke the tackle and ran in for a touchdown. But Tua wanted to throw it to this route. This in route, which illegal contact. See, this is where I start to not like to do film breakdowns. Because he tried to get to him. But there he should have thrown to Savon Ahmed. Now, this is the play that everyone's talking about. You have Cedric Wilson Jr. at the top of the screen. And Tua said it was a miscommunication. Cedric Wilson Jr. said it was a miscommunication. From my understanding, it should have been an out route. That's a horrible out route, but it should have been an out route around here. And that's what Tua expected because that's where he threw the ball. The ball lands right about there. But Cedric runs a go. He keeps running. He runs a go route, and everyone's like, Tua should have known, and da-da-da-da. So we're going to watch it, and we're going to see. Because this is the defining play. This is the defining play of the game because of the severity of the play. Boom. That's when he throws it. See where it lands? I really think he was expecting him to go out. Because there's no way on God's green earth he throws that beautiful touchdown pass to Cedric Wilson, which is around the same yard mark, and he underthrows this. To me, that's what it seemed like it was supposed to be. An out route. Boom. That's where the ball landed. And he ran a go. One last time. Because look when he throws it. He throws it now. And the ball lands here. That's where the ball lands. So I think he's expecting him to run that. Because that's where the ball lands, but he keeps going. And then the final play. The final play. Now, we're on the right hash mark. Left hash mark, sorry. We're on the left hash mark. And if he's going to snap it, it should hit him right here. Right? Right in his... Hit him. Straight on. From his butt, straight there. What happens is, he snaps it this way. So Tua has to reach over for it. And we'll see it. See that? It's low. Low and to the right. No, my apologies. It's high and to the right. Hit him in the hands. It's on both of them. Like I said, it's a 50-50 to me. I'd even say 60-40 on Tua because it hit him in the hands. He should have caught it, especially in this situation, how important this is. But you can't look at this snap and say, oh, it was a good snap. It was a good snap because it wasn't. It was over here. But it hit Tua in the hands. How many times has Tua, gone around and caught these? And, of course, at this moment, he had to fumble the ball. Unfortunately, we lost. That's what I got for you. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Me personally, I think a lot of the things that happened in this game that cost us the loss can be very easily fixed. The penalties and the drops. If those penalties and drops don't happen, which some of them were drive killers in the first quarter, I think the Dolphins win. And that fumble. If that fumble never happened with Tyreek Hill, I think the Dolphins win this game because I think at minimum they kick a field goal. Because they were on their 30 again. So at minimum, they kick a field goal, but I think they score. I think you clean up that penalty and you clean up the, not that penalty, the fumble, you clean up the penalties and you clean up a little bit of the passing and everything. It's little minute things they need to clean up. I think they win that game. But comment below, let me know what you guys think. Tomorrow, I will be announcing the winner of the ticket giveaway on the picks video. So if you want to sign up, today's the last day. Link is in the description. But other than that, like usual, stay classy. Fins up.